Good morning. All right. So today I'm going to share what has sold from the days of July the 22nd until July 28th. That was a Monday through a Sunday. I'm a little late getting this video up just because it was a lot of sales this week or that week. And then we are actually having a lot of sales this week as well. It seems like things are really picking up. Summer slowdown is hopefully, fingers crossed, coming to an end. Um, Sales were awesome last week. It was really exciting. And I might find differently as I'm going through with the solds, but I feel like it was really especially towards the end there. I remember over the weekend, I think is when we had a whole lot. I did do a waterfall sale, which if you don't know what a waterfall sale is, you can look through some of my past videos and I talk about how I hold a waterfall sale. I'll typically do those around the first, middle, and end of the month because those tend to be when people get paid those times. Um, and just kind of keeps things fresh in the closet, kind of sends out some better deals than just the everyday 10% deal that I offer on Poshmark and on eBay. So anyway, that I think really helped get the ball rolling on sales. And I think it was like Saturday, maybe it was like Saturday or Sunday. And I remember it was Saturday and my husband said, just go upstairs. I'll take care of all the housework, the kids, everything. And he said, just go upstairs. Why don't you, work some in the workroom, get some of the things cleaned up because I'm a little messy and I had let things get a little crazy in here. And so I spent probably about 3 hours up here just organizing, cleaning, cross posting things that hadn't been cross posted yet. I photographed it's like 50 things and I was listing and I was just getting so much done. And I was pulling solds and I was like, oh my gosh, I was just pulling so much stuff from the week that I hadn't pulled yet. I tend to pull solds, I'd say probably about every 2 days, and we ship 3 times a day or 3 times a week. And so I was just pulling things that I hadn't yet pulled, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" The pile was just getting bigger and bigger on my work table. And then I came downstairs, and I told my husband, I was like, "You're gonna have a lot of stuff to ship out today." And he was like, "Oh, well, that's good. That's good news." And then while I told him that, we had something else sell, and I was like, "How funny! Let me go pull that." I went upstairs, I pulled that, I came back downstairs, and I had two more things sell. And I was like, what's going on? Like it almost seemed like it was a joke. And I said, okay, I'll get those later tonight before you do packages. And then as I was telling him, like, man, summer slowdown must be stopping. I transitioned to I was gonna clean, I think, out our pantry or something. I opened the pantry door and my phone goes off, and it was another sale. And I was like, okay, something's going on here. I don't know what it is, but I was like, we're just gonna roll with it. And yeah, he had a lot of packages. I'm gonna try to make the thumbnail the huge. I don't even know how big. It was like I don't know. It was like a huge tote, like I don't know, 30-gallon or something. I don't know how big it is. A huge tote of all of the stuff that had sold, and it was like really exciting. So anyway, yeah, so we had, like I said, a 30-gallon tote full, and so obviously when you have that amount of packages getting picked up from a postal worker, you want to thank them. So I've seen some people will leave a tip for them. We have like a container of snacks and drinks that we leave out for delivery people. So all delivery people, USPS, post office, um, the postal workers, we have like FedEx or UPS drop something off, or I get like Walmart delivered a lot, Amazon, then we just have that out. It's a little safer to me than leaving out like money or anything. And it just kind of, I don't know, lets them know we have a little sign, lets them know we appreciate them. So something to consider if you're constantly getting a lot of packages picked up is to treat your postal workers very well. Sometimes if we're out and about or we are shipping out a little later than we intended to, then we will just run to the post office with packages. But especially when there are that many, we like to just be able to put them on the porch, schedule a pickup, and and get them picked up that way. All right, so now let's go ahead and dive into our Poshmark sales. All right. I'm gonna start out this what sold video by sharing in advance how much we made profit, and then I'll go into what sold. So on Poshmark last week, from July 22nd to July 28th, we made a total of $81.85 profit on Poshmark. This is our second best performing sales week on Poshmark for July. In fact, it was just 70 cents more than we made the first week. Thought that was kind of funny. So yes, 81.85. So let's break down what we sold. There's a pair of new Hollister jeans that sold for $25. After the $5 Poshmark fee, we got 20. Keep in mind our cost of goods is $4, so that means that we made $16 profit. This was something I picked up literally just because it was new with tags. It was when I was kind of trying out something different. I went into Goodwill and I was like, I just looked for tags. I was looking for new with tags. And unless it was something like a super cheap, no name brand, didn't look good, wasn't good quality, then I pretty much was picking it up if it was anything semi decent. I don't even think I checked comps. I think it was just like a really quick day of me running in and I just wanted to try it out. And for the most part, things have worked out. In fact, I think two things from that day sold. I tend to find that most of the time if something's new and a decent brand, it'll sell for a pretty okay amount. So $25 was not upset about that. Then this was pretty cool. This was a Scooby-Doo mystery machine. It was like a model car. I don't even remember where we got this from. I really don't. But it was like a little plastic car kit, and I just found it on my shelf of hard goods. And I opened it up, and it had obviously been used before, that someone had packed it with like bubble wrap and stuff. But it was somewhat put together. So at first I put it on Poshmark and said, looks like most of the pieces are there. Then I had really started thinking, for one, I don't want someone to get this and like most of the pieces not be there. And for two, I don't want to risk a case being opened and they say, oh, they said most of the parts are there and the most important one isn't, or I don't know. So I just like decided I'm just gonna sit here and put it together and see. It was all included except for like one roof rack. Okay. So that way I was able to go and adjust my listing and said it's completely all there except for the roof rack. And it was fun to put together. So this sold like, I don't know, a couple days after I listed it on Poshmark. I wanted to list it for cheap just because it was put together already. It didn't seem the best quality. And because I was putting it together myself, if someone wanted to experience putting it together, they'd have to take it apart and whatever. Anyway, I just wanted it gone. We listed it for like I think 15 and then I accepted an offer for 10. After fees, 705. We profited 305. Not the best, not the worst. Next was this cactus men's shirt. I had this, I think, in a recent haul because I had just listed this like maybe a month ago. I did have a higher price on this, but after I checked the sold comps, I probably could have held out for about $20. But this week I was just really in a mood to sell things. This was that Saturday, I believe, where we were making a lot of sales, and I just wanted to again get the ball rolling. So I was like, I was accepting offers left and right. I was like, whatever, as long as it's somewhat decent, I'll accept the offer. So this sold for 15. Next was a pair of Kate Quinn women's, I would say like lounge pants or pajama pants. I got these in the bin at our Goodwill, so they were like $2. It was it was really cool. I saw them and the print of them was really pretty. It was like a poppy floral print, very boho, neutral. And I saw them and I loved them. And then I went over to the kids section and I just kept finding more and more Kate Quinn. Now, Kate Quinn retails for a decent amount. It doesn't always resell for the most. A lot of times you'd probably get better money selling them quicker in like a Kate Quinn resale group on Facebook or like a local moms or sell group. But I just wanted to put these on here because sometimes it's not worth the hassle of having to meet people locally. Anyway, these did sell for $18, so I was very happy with that. This was just something I feel like got given to me pre-owned when I had like my first son. It never got used. It's never cold enough for things like this in North Carolina. It was like I think they're called like buntings, where it's like a sack for the baby to go in, and they're super warm and cozy, really thick. This did sell for $8. This was a Flourish and Bots Harry Potter themed t-shirt that I had bought for my son's party. What was it, last month? Last month, and just yeah, last month. And my husband wore it, and so we got our money's worth out of it. I'm pretty sure that we probably didn't even pay this $9, which we ended up earning. We we might have paid like $8 for it or something. So I was happy to get my money back. That's the thing I love about reselling is that you can get your money back for a lot of things. I pretty much have the entire party, all the party supplies of what we use for the party, I have listed right now. So this did sell for $12. Next is this Carter's, I called it like a coming home set. Coming home is like the term, coming home outfit is like the term that's used for, it's usually like a really cute, curated, specially picked out outfit that you'll bring your baby home from the hospital in. This was a baby girl like sleep gown, sleep sack, a matching blanket, and then I had a coordinating pacifier and toy. Hope I had the toy in there with it. Yeah, I think I said, okay, I was just trying to remember if I had that toy when I was shipping it out. So this was really cute. So I used to create and sell reborn dolls. I'm probably going to do another video about that because I'm recently I'm starting right now to kind of list some of the kits that I have left over from that venture. But I would usually have like really cute little outfits that I would send the babies home in when people would buy them. This was something that was left from that. So I was listing some of my cuter little outfit sets. That's why I included a pacifier and toy and things like that. That's something I would send home with the dolls that I made. This sold for $9, which means we earned $6.05. Not really a ton of money to be made from like, just like Carter's little baby things like this. But so a set this cute, I didn't want to risk just donating it to Goodwill or something and then having it all split up. I was really hoping that it could go to somebody that would be able to use that all together. So I was happy for that. Then there's this Victoria's Secret bra. I went back and forth with the buyer um probably a couple hours just for the price. They were sending some offers. I think I originally had this for like 25. Because I did see that comps were about 20, maybe like a 50, like maybe 15, 18 to 20. And because it was a triple D, and that was a little bit more hard to come by when I was looking at sold comps and listed. But again, was this the last day? Yeah, this was a Sunday, and I was like, again, just wanting to make sales. And I thought I probably spent like $2 getting this bra from Goodwill. So, $15, I'll take it. Then there's a pair of Torrid skinny they're not jeans, they're the pants, the studio pants. And these I believe, yes, these are the 18. So these are the ones that I had just bought, and I did the consignment sale haul video like what, a week ago. I had literally just bought these. They sold within one day, maybe it was 2 days of me listing them. I was so excited. Um I bought these for, I don't have my tag left anymore, but I bought these for like, I think $6. And within 2 days, they sold for 24. Yes, I will take that all day long. Definitely gonna have to keep an eye out on that consignment store because this was so easy. I mean, I just took like, I think it was like five or six pictures, threw it up on Poshmark, and it sold within 2 days. These are the same pants, but in a size 20, so a bigger size. I've had these listed for like a month. These sold for 15, not quite as much as the other ones, but still pretty good. And I have like one pair of these left, but I think they're in an even bigger size. And lastly was the Lucky brand shirt that I just had in a haul video. I think I probably could have held out and gotten like 15 for this, but wanting to sell this really quickly this past Sunday, I accepted an offer for $12. It was just a t-shirt after all, so I wasn't expecting too much and just wanting to get things moving. So that sold for $12. And again, that left our profit on Poshmark at 81.85. Now we're going to move to Mercari. Mercari was astounding for for it being Mercari. Mercari last week we made a profit of 65.25. There was this Bones Coffee t-shirt. This came from my mother-in-law. She bought it for me. It was kind of not like what do you say? Not it was like it fit small. It was smaller than it should have been. Like it says 4X, but I swear it fit like a 2X, really. So she got it. It was just kind of like an oversized shirt. I wore it a few times and I put it up here. I feel like Bones Coffee brand is starting to get a little bit more well known because they started carrying some of it used to just be online and you could order it. I think it's like Florida based company, but now I see that they are starting to sell their coffee drinks in Walmart. So I think people might, start knowing the brand a little bit more. I see it advertised on Facebook some. Plus, it's just a really cool graphic. It was like a skeleton. I don't remember what he's doing in there. I can't see in the picture. They have really cool like skull, skeleton, goth kind of imagery. So this sold for $18. And remember, on Mercari, you keep all of the profit. All of the money. You don't. There's no fees on Mercari for sellers anymore. So that sold for 18. This Third Love bra, which I got out of our Goodwill bin. So I think the bras are like $1-ish now from there. And this was neat because it was a half size bra. It was a 32C and a half. So it's like a good in between cup size if you're between a C and a D. This sold for 23. This is the second time I've found and sold a Third Love bra. So definitely keep an eye out for those. These pair of 80 Andiamo sandals. These were in a haul video, probably about a month or so ago. I did call these vegan leather, such a better term than faux leather. Definitely use vegan leather in your titles and your description, and you can also put faux leather somewhere if you want. I think I use that as a key term, and just so people realize it is not real leather. That's what vegan means, but because it's kind of like a newer keyword or term, I usually just kind of cover my butt by putting both. These sold for $20. It's funny, I feel like I bought these for like 10 or something at TJ Maxx like 8 years ago and I just never wore them. And the fact that they sold for 20, really cool. This So in Love, it's like a kind of a long sleeve, um, it's not like a t-shirt, it's just like a long sleeve top. This, I don't even remember. I bought this for myself at some point, I think about a year ago or so. And I've lost weight since then, so that's not going to fit me anymore. I decided to put up on here, and I think I had it listed for about 20. Someone offered me 13, and I'm a lot more willing to accept offers on Mercari just since I don't have to pay fees. That sold for 13. And the last thing was, oh, when did this sell? This sold on the 30th. Just kidding. When did the, let me make sure I have okay. Well, this sold on the 30th. I'm taking this off. We won't count that. Okay. I'm gonna have to adjust that. All right. Then we have this, we're going to eBay now. On eBay, we made $110.54, which was the most that we've made on eBay all July. This was a little like dog costume jacket. I bought this, oh my goodness, when I was back in college. My mom and I went to Target after Halloween one year and we got so much Halloween stuff for like it was after Halloween. It was like probably the first week of November and we got Halloween stuff for like 90% off. So we probably paid like less than $1 for this. It didn't really sell. I just now put it up like about a year ago, I think. And it's been sitting for a while. It's just kind of looks like a little biker jacket. But anyway, it sold for 1071, but this was really old, like I said. So it was back when we were doing free shipping on eBay. So our total earnings are 441. And even though I didn't pay much for it, I still consider our cost of goods to be $4. So if you look at that, that means we profited 41 cents. New York and Company denim jogger style pants. These were like really soft, so they felt more like loungy than like really jeans. These were a pair of mine, so I did get some good use out of them. They sold for 18 plus shipping. Ralph Lauren little baby girl outfit. Excuse me. This sold for 13.50. This I feel like I had these in a recent haul video as well with some of the like I think I had like is it American Eagle white pants in about the same size that sold. So these sold really quickly. These are D jeans. That's just a brand that you can get from like TJ Maxx and Marshalls and stuff. But they were cropped. They were 16W, so like a plus size. They sold for 12.50. This was free shipping as well, which wasn't the greatest, but it was super lightweight, so it didn't cost much to ship. See, it cost $3.96. It was a two-piece vintage Victoria's Secret, you could say sleep outfit or lounge outfit or whatever. It was floral and it was a little like tank and shorts. This was vintage because it was gold label, which is like a white label with gold writing on it. So if you ever see Victoria's Secret tags, make sure you look them up because you can date the piece based on the tag. And obviously the style a lot of times too, or the material will kind of tell you that it's older, but the vintage stuff sells for a lot better than just modern day outfits, but even the modern day stuff sells for pretty well. So again, this sold for $32 on an offer from a watcher. Then there was this vintage, modest, I think it was like a midi length dress. It was a plus size 30W, so it was a larger size. But I realized once I got it home that it did have quite a bit of flaws to it. There were like little, I don't want to say pinholes, but kind of throughout it. It just looks like places where maybe like a cat or dog might have like scratched up on its owner, like um excited to see him or whatever. Just kind of had little like almost claw marks kind of in it. Anyway, I did put that all on the listing and I took a lot of good clear up close pictures. And this was free shipping, but it only cost $5.97 for us to ship. So it really wasn't too bad considering it was actually really a big dress and it was really heavy, being like a thick, sturdy denim. It was a vintage 90s dress, and because of that and the fact that it was modest, midi length, denim, like all those really good things that you're wanting to look for in this kind of style dress, I knew it was still gonna sell even with the flaws and being plus size. So that did sell for $24. This tour dress I was kind of surprised on because I think it took me maybe over a year to sell. It was a dress I wore one time and I even put in there, worn one time, it looks brand new, and it took so long to sell. But it did finally sell for $23. However, that was with free shipping, so I ended up paying shipping and we paid $8 to ship it. Next was this Halloween themed Disney baby outfit. This was given to me when I had my first son. So I didn't buy it, but we still consider our cost of goods $4 because the zero that we pay when we get something free gets averaged in with all of our other items we buy. And so we made after eBay fees $5.19, but with a $4 cost of goods, that means we profited $1.19 off of this. I was so excited for this to sell. This was something that sold when I was like I said, I was downstairs and I had thought I'd gotten all of the souls picked. And this sold for was it full asking? I think it was full asking price. I was running a sale on eBay, like a promotion. So it was probably like 10% or something off of I think I might have had like it marked for 50 or something like that. I was running some kind of a sale. And this just sold just like outright and I was freaking out. This was the super super pretty, think I put like 80s or 90s, like a party dress, and it had the crinoline under the skirt. It was beautiful. and I got it for good from Goodwill for, I think our dresses are like $5.50, and it sold for $42.75 plus shipping. Surprisingly, even though it's a big dress, it could fit in a flat rate envelope, so that's what we used to ship it off in. And it was a size 14, which I think helped it sell too. $42.75. And lastly, a pair of Talbot's high-waist jegging crop jeans in size 16. We do have these listed for, I think, in a 14 as well. I don't think those have sold yet, but I got both of those at Goodwill. I was hoping to get maybe like 20 for these, but I was okay with 17.10. I think again that these sold on during promotion. So 17.10, and that left our total at 110.54. I am gonna have to go back and adjust because I had forgotten the what it was, it like the shirt or something had sold. Um, it sold this week, not last week, so I'll have to adjust it. But not holding, I have to do the math on that. But we've basically made $250 in profit this week, which means that we've made almost $640 this month of July. And with our goal being $700 during summer slowdown, the fact that we only have what, $60 left until we get to 700, I'm very confident that we're going to meet our goal. So, very happy that summer slowdown is hopefully coming to an end. I think maybe people are doing back to school shopping and things like that. Let me know how your guys' sales are going. I wish you good luck for sales this week, and I will see you guys later. Bye.